We are flying high as we get ready to start the month of March. We have not lost a match since late November, and yet we are still not at the top of the table. You would think that with the record that we have, we would be on top of the world and meeting all of our goals and expectations, and yet welcome back, everyone, to episode number 138 of Bottom to the Top. I'm Mr. Cellophane. How are you? It has been about a month since we last saw each other, in-game that is, and we have done nothing but win. Look at all of this green. We've followed up our last match in the league in last episode, our 2-1 victory at home against Monaco with a 5-1 drubbing of Caen in the 11th round of the Coupe de France. We followed that with a pair of clean sheets, 6-0 on the road at Troyes, 4-0 at home against Lorient. We beat Lyon in the quarterfinal of the Cup 4-1. We followed that up on the road with a 4-1 victory against Montpellier before beating Strasbourg at home 2-1. The scoreline favors Strasbourg, but in reality, we were pretty dominant throughout the match. We did hit the woodwork 4 times. Gershke Akar now with 22 goals on the season in all competitions to lead everyone. So we are looking good all over the place. Still in second place in Ligue 1. We have pulled within 3 points of Rennes. We were actually tied with them on points for a while, but they had 2 games in hand on us. They did end up winning the 1 match they have played since. They are on 23 matches with 63 points, 20 wins, 3 draws, which means they have not lost. So the difference really is our 2 losses on the season. 19-3-2 you would think would be good enough, but right now it's not. Pretty much a 2-horse race in Ligue 1 between us and Rennes, as Nantes in third currently sit 14 points behind us. In the Champions League, we are going to be taking on Valencia, currently sitting in 5th place in La Liga. We start with our first leg on the road in the south of Spain. That is coming up today. We are still in the Coupe de France, obviously, after those 2 resounding victories we just talked about. Taking on Toulouse in the first semi-final. We will take on the winner of Marseille and Lille, assuming we get through. In the final of that competition, the chance to pick up our second piece of silverware in our first year with PSG, where we still might not make it to next season because winning the league is required. We do have a little bit of transfer business to catch up on. We are now a month removed from the end of the transfer window, but a move that we made months ago that I keep forgetting to tell you about is we were involved in a derby, and Kylian Mbappe showed up in a news story talking about, the past of the derby, as Football Manager is wont to do, and we realized he was no longer playing. He actually made it through 2034 as a member of this PSG side before ending his career at Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. We realized that he was looking for a staff job, so we hired him as our U19's assistant manager. He may not be a lot to look at, but it's Kylian Mbappe. As far as transfers are concerned, not a ton of business taken care of. We are pretty set on our team. We did loan out Borja Heredia to Everton. We're getting a hefty fee on a monthly basis this year, and there's an optional future fee for him to move on. Whether they exercise that or not, I have no idea, but at least we're going to be making some money on the Borja Heredia move. Center back is a bit diminutive at 5'10", and he just wasn't getting the playing time at central midfield with all of the options in front of him. So we decided it was time to move on from the 24-year-old Spaniard. Capped 26 times for the U21 side for his country, but no senior cap. So yeah, we decided it was time. We did also make the decision to part ways with Giovanni Fernandez because we had a little chat with his agent. Now, he was reluctant to move earlier on in the season, but he was much more willing to talk as the January window went on. Now, because France, the window closes later than in some other countries, we actually didn't get this deal off in time, but he will be joining Barcelona for 100 million euros in the summer. Now, we thought we were going to be able to move him out in time because we made yet another move that is kind of for the future because roster rules. And that was the addition of 20-year-old Peruvian international Cesar Ventura. We got him from FC Porto for a total of 100 million with 75 up front, with 25 coming in the future. I think he needs to play 50 league matches. Now, he's a foreigner, non-EU, as is Fernandez. We thought if we moved out Fernandez, we could just move Ventura in, but obviously Fernandez is still here, so we were unable to register Ventura for the league, which kind of made him unhappy, but we are playing him in the Champions League. We registered him for continental competition. He's also playing in the Cup, so he's getting some valuable first-team experience while he is here. He's already added 1 assist in 2 Coupe de France appearances, so not too bad for him, but the future is very bright for Cesar Ventura as long as we can keep him happy enough to not want to leave over the summer. We entered this round of 16 matchup without Iñaki. He pulled a groin in our 4-1 win over Lyon. He has not yet passed the fitness test, and if he has, he's not ready. He's still recovering from injury, so we're going to make a couple of changes. Aimore is going to get the start as our left back. Osorio on the right side with Martinez and Tarasenko in the middle. Kim Seon-il is going to be our goalkeeper. Now, Tarasenko and Martinez are each on yellow cards and at risk of being suspended if they pick up another one. Same with Sousa and Siusha, so we decided to put 2 of the 4 on the bench. We are also going to remove the get stuck in instruction. Hopefully we don't pick up any cards between now and the end of the match. Midfield 2 of Ventura and Kieran O'Malley. Baldassare and Laribi on the wings with Torquato taking Iñaki's place. He will be paired with Gershke Akar. Trying to run our consecutive unbeaten streak in all competitions to 19. We can take it to 20 and beyond later in this episode. My fingers are crossed. Also, we have gone unbeaten in our last 10 away matches, if my memory is serving me correctly. All of this depends on my ability to count, which... old age. No real activity in the first 8-9 minutes of this match until we get a corner. Torquato sending it in. It will be partially cleared. Martinez, Baldassare whistling it over the crossbar. First 2 shots on goal, I should say, of the match going PSG's way. Another corner. Akar will take this one from the near side. Has a player coming short, but he sends it into the middle. Aribi settling it down. He'll shoot and score his 15th goal of the season. Another set-piece goal for PSG, taking a 1-0 lead on the road. It also looks like Ibrahimovic and Mark Fuentes have both become injured for Valencia, so they are down 2 players and have already had to make 2 changes. Back post from Akar to Sebastian Martinez, his 3rd goal of the year, the free kick. What a delivery. Another set-piece goal. Martinez able to get separation, and he beats Mamardashvili with a fairly easy header. The first 5 shots of the match going PSG's way. 4 of them on target. 2 of them have scored. Antonov now with a corner going the other way, and Armand Diaby says, anything you can do, I can do better. Scoring his first goal of the year. Yeah. What a time for it to come in the round of 16 of the Champions League off of a set piece. Not something that Armand Diaby is really known for. I don't remember him being a tall, get to the post and head the ball in on a corner kick kind of guy. Tarasenko looking to clear, but only as far as Aguillo. His shot cannot curl it into the top corner. It's going to whistle wide. Kim Seon-il starting it off 20 minutes or so into this match. Diaz throwing it forward. Can he get Viper? He does, and Nelson Viper equalizes at 2 with his 23rd goal of the season, his 50th goal in his Valencia career. Quick fire double for the Spanish side, and so much for that 2-goal lead. I mean, Laribi and Martinez scored a minute or so apart, and then all it took was 2 minutes for Valencia to equalize. Tarasenko settling it down. Kim Seon-il sending it long. Akar can't win the header. Navarro playing it forward, but Osorio will track it down. Played to his left to Tarasenko. Up in the middle of the pitch, Torquato leaves it for Ventura. Looking for Baldassare. Knocked off it by Vampeta, but Aimore charging forward, picking it up, throwing it in the middle, finding Laribe, whose header is just going to go wide of that near post. Mamardashvili to send it long. We're in the 26th minute. Headed down, but Gita able to get there. Knocked away by O'Malley. Torquato finds Baldassare, who has to cede some ground as he is being pressured. Ventura back for Martinez. Looking left once more. Baldassare in the midfield, surrounded by 3 players. Trying to play it for Laribi, but Navarro knocks it away. Played forward. Viper is in, and he is going to be whistled down for offside. That was a close one. 55,000 on hand. 51 degrees on the south coast of Spain. Mamardashvili sending it forward. Laribi is there, and he's going to charge back the other way on the counter. Laribi moving it interior. O'Malley shoots, hits the crossbar. Baldassare and Mamardashvili able to make a very nice save. It will be a PSG corner. Gershke Akar to deliver it in. Osorio charging in toward the near post. And Mamardashvili stands tall. Great positioning for the 37-year-old goalkeeper. Is he 37 now? I think he may still be 36. We did look at signing him in the offseason. We went with Kim Seon-il. The money was pretty much going to be the same either way. Mamardashvili, though, obviously 13, 14 years, his senior. Taken over by Valencia. Diaz in, moves it to his right foot. Kim Seon-il will redirect that behind. Another corner for Valencia as 4 minutes will be added on at the end of this first half. And Valencia once again knocking on the door. Braybrook looking to send in the corner. Outswinger. Can't get it past O'Malley. He clears it. Antonov, though, playing it back for Braybrook as Laribi will take over. We've played 1 minute of added time. Akar into the middle. It's behind Torquato, but Osorio picks up the loose ball. Ahead for Ventura. Spins it to Baldassare. Into the box. Baldassare. Ventura shoots and just misses it wide with the outside of his right foot. 2-2 your score, and that is where we're going to go into the locker room at halftime. 15-6 your shots on goal in favor of PSG. 61% possession, but the score is all even. We need to go out and get this win. I think we'll be okay, even if we end this this leg of the tied. I think we have a good chance at home. Laribi playing it for Ventura, who will shoot and pick up his first goal of the season. Lahirai Laribi laying it to the right. Ventura in the box, and he is able to score. It is 3-2 PSG, scoring within the first 2 minutes of this second half. And it all came off of the Torquato corner. Laribi picking up the short clearance over to Ventura. Beats his defender and Mamardashvili to take the 3-2 lead. Laribi, Martinez, and Ventura scoring in this one. Diaby looking to clear, but Baldassare will track it down along the near sideline. Moving it to his right, still in control before laying it off for Aimore, who will now carry it up the wing before he runs into some resistance. Martinez now to the right, stops and drops for Tarasenko. Tarasenko looks for Ventura to pivot it forward. Ventura back for Tarasenko as he avoids the tackle of Diaz. Played ahead, O'Malley flipping it forward. He's got Torquato in the box. Torquato hits the post, and Navarro gaining control for Valencia. The woodwork is becoming the villain of the story once again. We've hit it twice. Luckily, we are up by 1 goal. Sent forward, Munoz knotting it down for Diaz. Viper sending it across, but Osorio is going to step in front of that one. Played forward, O'Malley. Knocked off at Akar, though. Lays it for Laribi, who beats Mamardashvili for his 16th goal of the year. I believe that is his second on the night. He also has at least 1 assist. So, Lahorai Laribi putting his name in the hat for man of the match as he runs the score to Valencia 2, PSG 4. Still over 30 minutes remaining in this match. Sent long. Diaz finds Viper, who's going to launch it from 20 yards out, but it will go over the goal into the stands, and a goal kick for PSG. Coming back with a corner. Braybrook. Viper. There's his 24th. He's got a brace. Second of the game, and Valencia is back within 1 off of the corner kick. And it looks like that did take a deflection off of the foot of all people, Lahorai Laribi. 23-11, your shots on goal. Possession has begun to tilt a little bit more toward Valencia, which is kind of making me a little bit nervous. So we're going to knock down our tempo a little bit, and we're even going to waste a touch of time. Are we going to make changes? We are. So Torquato is going to go and take over for Baldassare on the left wing, which means LeBlanc is going to come in at striker. Kieran O'Malley will be replaced by Xavi Simons as we make 2 changes with about 15 minutes remaining in this match. Free kick from the far side. Diaz sending it across. Kim Seon-il waiting on the back post to corral that and mute any threat. He's going to send it long into the Valencia end. LeBlanc knotting it down for Akar. Akar moving it forward. He's got 1 man to beat. He tries to put it under the crossbar, but Mamardashvili is able to make a fairly routine save. Osorio with the final third throwing, getting back from Laribi. Laribi once again along the byline. Bounces around in front. We're playing ping pong or pinball. Xavi Simons with a shot. That's blocked. Navarro looking to start the counterattack the other way. Throwing it forward for Viper. I believe he was offside. Now, the flag is not up, but I believe he was offside. If he's not, he's able to tie it up, score his 3rd of the match. They're not even going to review this. How is this not even eligible for review? We are going to run this back. See if we can stop it in time. So Ventura played it for Xavi. His shot was blocked. Gita played it across for Navarro. He was offside. He was absolutely offside. Well, maybe not. Maybe played on by Tarasenko. And if so, that is the luckiest play I could ever have imagined here in Football Manager. Because we are absolutely dominating this match, and now Valencia with the chance to go ahead, but Akar is going to step in front of that cross. LeBlanc playing it forward. Laribi does have to wait for it. Aguillo will knock it away, but Laribi gathers the loose ball. Laribi up the right wing. He's still with it. Plays it on easily. Mamardashvili can't control it. Braybrook sending it long. Viper doesn't win the header against Martinez. Osorio ahead for Xavi Simons. Laribi chipping it in. Akar shoots and scores, except the flag is up. And that one looked a lot closer than the one that Viper scored on, but the goal will be disallowed, and PSG will not regain the 1-goal lead. I think the blue line was in the wrong place because one of the other defenders had his foot on the line. I think that was a bad call. 4-4 is going to be the final. We are headed to Paris for the second leg next Wednesday. A hat trick for Nelson Viper. Armand Diaby adding in a headed corner goal. But Laribi with a brace, Sebastian Martinez, and Cesar Ventura all scoring. 4-4, that's a lot more scoring than I expected out of Valencia, but we do remain unbeaten. We did manage to run our winning streak in the league up to 7, our unbeaten streak overall to 20 matches. A pair of goals for Lauri Laribi. Xavi Simons added one in the first half. Samuel Xiao got one back from Marseille. Now, this was a revenge match. You remember how awful we looked against Marseille the first time we took them on, and Gershke Akar added his 23rd of the year to ice this one in the 59th minute. Now, the real fun begins. A spot in the quarterfinals of the Champions League is on the line. 4-4 is your score after the first leg. This one, though, is at home. Kim Seong-il is going to be our goalkeeper. A back four of Aimore Osorio taking the place of Sebastian Martinez, giving him a slight rest. Also, Tarasenko on the back line with Susha. Cesar Ventura coming back in. He will pair with Kieran O'Malley. It's going to be Torquato and Laribi on the wings. Iñaki has passed the fitness test. He is good enough to start in this match. He will be paired next to Gershke Akar, now with 23 goals on the season. Iñaki, though, no slouch himself. Already 5 goals in just 6 appearances here at Paris Saint-Germain. Hoping that we have sufficiently pumped up the team in the changing room, because we want neither our 20-match unbeaten streak nor our run in this Champions League to come to an end once again in the round of 16. 4-4 is your score after the Valencia leg. Hopefully, we can continue our excellent run of form at home going. Keeping my fingers crossed as we look to be putting the pressure on Valencia early. The first 4 shots of the match coming off the feet of PSG players, making that 5. Siusa with the throw-in on the near side. Akar controls, still along the sideline before laying it back at the midfield stripe to Tarasenko. Iñaki plays it for Ventura, ahead for Laribi, taken down in the box. That is going to be a penalty. It was a nice pass by Ventura. Laribi taken down in the area, and PSG from the spot with the opportunity to go up 1-0. Who will be taking it? I believe it's going to be Dimas Torquato. It is. He shoots and scores, laying it along the ground, beating Mamardashvili to his right. 11th goal of the season for Dimas Torquato. And so far, so good for PSG in this match, leading 5-4 over Valencia over the tie and 1-0 on the evening. In fact, through the first 28 minutes, Valencia has only managed 1 shot on goal, and it just came a few moments ago. Torquato with a corner from the far side. Oh, Osorio in there for Sebastian Martinez. Just a little too strong on the header as it sails over the crossbar. But PSG are buzzing. Yellow card for Armand Diaby. Kim Seong-il sending it forward. Trying to pick out Gershke Akar. Play the head. Tarasenko will leave it for Laribi. Ahead for O'Malley. Tries to feed Akar. He does. Who chips it past Mamardashvili, but just over the crossbar. And a goal kick for Valencia. 1-0 your score on the night. O'Malley has Laribi. Final moments of the first half, and PSG is in control. Tarasenko up for Laribi, moving it up the right side. He has someone behind him. It's O'Malley feeding it wide for Susha. Laribi in the box, turning, firing, and scoring. Lauri Laribi with his 19th of the year. It's PSG 2, Valencia 0, 6-4 in this round of 16 matchup. Laribi feeding it to O'Malley, will eventually get it back off of the foot of Susha, moves away from not 1 but 2 men, and he beats Mamardashvili to his right. Still only 1 shot on goal for Valencia. Newcastle has taken a 1-0 lead on Juve. We'll get to the rest of the scoreboard when we have a moment. And we're going to keep the same personnel out on the pitch. It's actually Newcastle 2, Juve 0. I think Juventus still leads that tie. Fulham is tied at 1 right now. O'Malley playing it ahead for Cesar Ventura. Leaves it for Iñaki. Swept away from him, but Iñaki will get it back from Gershke Akar. Iñaki Still with it in the box, across for Akar, and there is Gershke Akar's 24th goal of the season, and yet another goal contribution for Iñaki. I think that gives him 8 or 9 on the year so far, and only his 7th appearance in a PSG kit. Akar able to split the defense and put PSG up by a 3-0 score. So Fulham and Napoli tied at 1. Barcelona and Liverpool also tied at 1 on the night. Antonov sending it forward, looking for Viper. Osorio isn't going to be able to clear it. Diaby over for Antonov. Shooting from distance, and he's going to chip that over everything and out into the stands. Only the second shot on goal of the match for Valencia. Looking to get it started again. Diaby turns it over. Tarasenko getting in the way. Akar playing it all the way back for Osorio as they look for the PSG offense to set up. Iñaki picked off by Gita. Mascaro sending it forward. He's got Viper. Viper shoots, and this time Kim Seon-il stays with it, pushes it behind the byline. It will cede a Valencia corner here in the 64th minute, which Braybrook is going to take. The right footer delivers. Mascaros can't get his head on it, cleared away. Van Bommel with it, and his shot is going to be much, much too strong and does not really test the goalkeeper, Kim Seon-il. 20 minutes remaining in this match. We're just looking to see it out. Dimas Torquato will make way for Pietro Baldassare on the left wing. Kieran O'Malley will cede his position to Mark Namfi, who will then switch spots and rolls with Cesar Ventura. 2 changes to be made. Meanwhile, we are going to drop ourselves. We're going to go into a bit of a low block. We're going to press a bit more often. We will step up more as we look to distribute it a little bit more slowly. And we're going to drop our tempo down and waste a little bit of time as well. And while we were away, the action continued and PSG just made it 4-0. We have to check the replay to see exactly what happened. Osorio headed it forward for Iñaki. Baldassare with the ball. And that through ball to Gershke Akar moves it to his right and beats Mamardashvili for the 4th time on the night. And PSG is going to cruise to victory as the changes are made. We are going to make a few more. Gershke Akar is going to come off in place of Il LeBlanc. Maurice Tote is going to take the spot of Iñaki. Just coming back from his injury, we do not want to risk him anymore. Baldassare has it knocked away by Carvajal, but won again. Ventura playing it back for Osorio. Still in control is Paris Saint-Germain. Tarasenko for Cesar Ventura has a couple of men near him, so we'll just lay it back for Tarasenko, working it around the back to Osorio, who looks to go right instead of continuing the leftward travel of the ball. To Siushia, back for Tarasenko. We have just over 10 minutes remaining in this match, plus whatever time is added on, and PSG in no fear of ceding the victory here tonight. Ventura playing it up ahead. Laribi, nice touch past the defender, but his shot is going to rocket off of the far post and go out for a goal kick. Not only have we scored 4 times, we have hit the woodwork twice, so it could be far, far worse for the Spanish side as Ventura hits the post. Rebound, Siushia, LeBlanc, I'm not sure who took it, but Mamardashvili able to get in front of that and make the save. LeBlanc is going to send it in from the far corner, looking for Namfi. It's headed away. Siushia plays across for Baldassare. Baldassare chipping it on and in. Mamardashvili thought he had it, but he could not get his fingertips on the ball and make the save. Baldassare making it his 6th goal of the year and padding PSG's lead 5-0 on the night. 9-4 on the tie. So Valencia scored all of their goals in Spain. Unable to do anything here in the French capital. Il LeBlanc has picked up a little bit of a knock, but we don't have any more substitutions left. Ventura sending it across, looking for Siushia. Laribi will settle it down. Tote shooting, blocked, played in. LeBlanc back post with his 10th goal of the year. And Il LeBlanc, if he was able to remain onside, the flag did not go up, but VAR is going to check, and they will determine it was a good goal. That's number 10. He is the 4th PSG player in double digits for the season. Actually, 4th current PSG player. If you count Jonah Kusiasare, that makes it number 5, 6-0 Paris Saint-Germain. But in added time, 30 seconds remaining, Carvajal with a final third throw-in finds Antonov in the middle. Mascaros will shoot and put his 24th of the year past Kim Seon-il to spoil the clean sheet. No clean sheet bonuses for us to pay out. 6-1, 10-5 on the tie. But when all is said and done, an easy victory for PSG. So let's take a quick minute to reset where we stand. In the round of 16, Newcastle, Napoli, Rennes make it through, along with Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, of course, Real Madrid, and Milan. We're waiting for that draw to see who we pick up in the quarterfinal. Meanwhile, I still don't know how Rennes have a game in hand on us, because while they are still active in the Champions League, we knocked them out in the 9th round of the Coupe de France, so I'm not sure how we've played more matches than they have. They still have a game in hand on us. They lead us by 3 points at the top of the table. Nantes a distant third on 52 points. Remember, we don't play Rennes until the final match of the season, so this could be Football Manager's way of just setting up that unnecessary drama for the end of the year. We, meanwhile, are going to come back for the semifinals of the Coupe de France against Toulouse at home, and then it is a road tilt in the league against Nice, who is not having quite the season they wish they did. That is all in between the 2 legs of the Champions League quarterfinals. So we'll also know who we're taking on, and we'll see where we stand in that competition as well. But I do want to focus on the league a bit more this season than I may have in past seasons on the series. If you agree with that, if you don't agree with that, let me know in the comments. But thank you very much for being here. Make sure you like the video and subscribe if you have not, and come back tomorrow for more Bottom of the Top. I hope to see you then. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.